What's up guys, welcome to this beautiful area near Wolfsburg, beautiful roads, and we are at Volkswagen to test this. A car I consider buying since I'm looking for a new family wagon coming from an M340i Touring BMW, and now this is one of the contenders on my short list, the Golf 8.5R variant. So that's the German name, or the Volkswagen name for a station wagon. Now of course we still have that mighty 2-liter turbocharged engine and all the goodies that make it an R. As you might know, we cannot even get a GTI wagon, that does not exist. You can get a GTD wagon or a GTE wagon, but the GTI has always been a hatchback. So I do really like the concept of this. For me, this really is like a mini Audi S4 Avant or an Audi RS6. Maybe a car you would get before buying those in an earlier life stage, but this is a serious weapon. Beautiful perforated brake discs. We are on winter tires today, so you know, handling wise I won't do any bashing because these winter tires quite soft and gummy, so don't really like that. Other than that, just like freaking roof rails and stuff. I like fast estate cars. They are my favorite type of car. I really prefer them over any coupe or supercar or whatever. This for me really is it. So we have the new taillight design, the quad pipe exhaust of course. You cannot get the Akrapovic, the optional Akrapovic, on the estate or the variant. So that might be a shame, but it's quite expensive, so maybe consider changing out downpipes or something like that when you get one of these. Don't really like the tailpipe design actually. I think they're a bit too fat and round and not all that nice to look at. And it's so practical. I mean, you can transport a lot of stuff back here. This is actually pretty large. It's very similar to my 3 Series, so yeah, I really like that, even though this is price wise and segment wise below a 3 Series. So I do really like that, and I think the concept of a Golf R really suits the station wagon body, because it's all about practicality all year round. I mean, it's 4-wheel drive. It's always an automatic. It's made to go anywhere at any time and be fast anywhere at any time. 2-liter turbocharged engine, 333 horsepower, linked to a DSG gearbox, of course, dual clutch. 0 to 100, 4.8, top speed 250, but if you get the optional speed limiter raised, it'll do 270. So as I said, we have some beautiful roads ahead, luckily. And let's start it up. So on the interior we have beautiful matte carbon fiber trim, which I do really like. Nice R steering wheel, and unlike the GTIs, we don't have physical buttons right here because they couldn't fit the R button, which we need apparently. I don't know why, because it just gives you this menu, which can also be engaged by pressing that button. So I would have really preferred regular buttons, but they're not giving it to us, not on the Golf R. But if we enter race mode, we can then choose between drift or special, or just keep it into race. So this is the most sporty setting, I would say, normal race mode. Because it's quite firm, you can really feel the suspension stiffening up, and it gives you a lot of feedback, especially through these amazing one-piece R seats. They are really good, really supportive, nice side bolsters. Because as you can see, it's quite jittery and harsh, which is really nice if you're on a racetrack or if you have a perfect road, but this road is far from perfect. And lots of little creases and humps and bumps and holes and stuff like that. So we are going to enter Nürburgring mode, and then the suspension, you immediately notice it softening up. And it's a lot more compliant and easier to work with and easier to go fast in. And it's just a very nice car, this. I've also tried out the drift mode, but to me it still feels unnatural. It feels like a trick. But since we have an empty parking lot right here, I can show you how drift mode works, so you can see how much oversteer angle you're going to get. And then it shuts off. So it's still very much limiting possibilities, because if you get too much angle, it will just shut it off. And as I said, it's a bit like a trick. Just setting power to one wheel until it feels like this is not the VW way anymore. And it really doesn't feel like a rear wheel driven car. DSG, it's quite fast, quite good to react on the pedal, which I think is always really important with a car like this. And the four-wheel drive system is very neutral, so it will never upset the balance of the car, which is very different from my BMW M340i, which has X-drive, so BMW four-wheel drive. But that's quite rear-wheel biased, so in circumstances like these, wet, cold, if I push it mid-corner, it will snap its rear. Quite fun, I have to admit. But this is, you feel like you're more in control and more planted basically, and it will never surprise you, which is the thing that the VW Golf is best at. So this, in that sense, really is the ultimate VW Golf. It really delivers what you expect. It never upsets you, it never surprises you, but it's just a damn good car. The sound, well, it's pretty lame, right? It's just a 2-liter 4-cylinder and nothing special basically, but it really sounds like nothing. But we do really have to appreciate the fact that VW is still doing this at this day and age, because all the others have backed out. And we are not getting cars like these anymore. But VW still building the GTI Club Sport, the R in many different body types, and I want to thank them for that. They are still improving on them, and it really shows, because this 8.5, just fantastic. It's actually the first time I'm driving a Golf R variant. I've been waiting to drive one for a long time, and yeah, I just really like it. You can feel that the rear axle is a bit heavier because of the body type, but it feels very planted and very like Audi S4 Avant-like, which I think is a good thing. The hatchback version definitely is more alive in a dynamic sense, but if you want a family weapon, this is a perfect setup. So let's hit the Autobahn and see what it's like over there, because to me this really seems like an Autobahn king. Well, this is of course where the Golf 8R, especially the variant is right at home, because you want speed, you want space, you want to go on your holiday with loads of crap in the rear, your kids, your dogs, your luggage, your skis, your mountain bike, whatever, and you just want to go to your destination as fast as possible. That's always for me part of going on a holiday. The trip to your holiday destination and back home, for me, is a really important part of a vacation. I really enjoy planning and making sure that I have empty roads. Now, as I said, we do have winter tires now, so especially on braking, where there's a lot of load on the sidewalls of the front tires, You can feel that it's a winter tire and that these sidewalls are really soft. So heavy braking, you can feel the front axle moving left and right quite a lot. So that's something to bear in mind when you really go for higher speeds in a car like this with a winter tire like this, because this winter tire, nah, not really all that nice. I see we have a parking spot in 500 meters, so maybe we can try out the launch control mode on this car. It amazes me that with a Golf R you always see the hatchback version, but never the variant or the wagon. And with other cars like an Audi RS6, people love the fact that it's an estate. Now, why shouldn't we embrace this station wagon version of the Golf R? I think we should. Okay, it might not look as cool on the McDonald's parking lot as the hatchback does, but I think, you know, the hatchback should be a GTI. I love that as a GTI because of all the pedigree that comes with it. But I think the Golf R should be an estate, should be a wagon. That really does have my preference, but let me know what you guys think. Would you get your Golf 8R as a hatchback or as a station wagon? Let me know. Okay, let's do one more launch. Again, a little uphill right here. Very nice. Brakes are really good. Good feedback through the pedal. You do have to make sure to like give them a little resting period after you've done big harsh braking, because you can feel them squeaking a bit after you've slowed down from like from 250 to 150, but the performance is actually really good. So guys, that was it, little review of the Golf 8.5R variant. Is this one to shortlist as my next family car? I'm not sure. I do miss the 6-cylinder, so that for me, I do miss that, but other than that, it is a great car, and they really improved on it compared to the normal Golf 8. So the 8.5 really is a big upgrade, I think. Yeah, if you're looking for a fast family wagon, really consider this. Go do test drives, and I think you'll really like it. For now, thank you for watching. Go subscribe to the channel by clicking right here. Go check out this video or the POV reviews playlist. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.